Okay, I'm going to be telling you why I think you should use Keynote for this project. So some benefits of Keynote is that it's easy to use. I looked at a lot of technologies and this was the easiest one to use in my opinion. You can voice record directly onto the slides. That was not an option in the technologies that I reviewed. You had to record yourself on a different technology and upload it onto the slide. It's way easier to do it this way directly. This slide or Keynote's already on all MacBooks. You can access it from your iPhone or iPad if you download the app from the App Store. This is also accessible if you want to change it into a PowerPoint. It can convert into a PowerPoint if needed. They have a lot of different themes to choose from, and it's easier to add pictures on here than it was from other sites. So some solutions and concerns to address, or some solutions to your concerns to address. It can be saved as a PowerPoint and sent to all students to review again. So the students can review these and not have to solely rely on what they remember the other students talking about in class. The students will have the bullet points on the Keynote slides. So now the teacher will not have to collect a bunch of note cards. They will have the note cards on there and the teacher can assess them that way. Also, the students will be able to record themselves directly onto the slide and put it onto the slide. That way they don't have to speak in front of the class. They can just record themselves speaking. So now I'm going to show you how to use Keynote. Keynote is either in your doc or in your Launchpad. We'll come over here and click on Keynote. You can open a new document or use an old one. We'll go ahead and start a new one. And here are the themes that they give you. If you have a showcase, you can use this one. If you have a portfolio you want to make, you can use this one. Or if you're doing something with an editorial theme, you can use this one. We're going to go ahead and use Slate. Okay. So over here, it automatically gives you a title slide to start with, a title with a subtitle. You can change this if you want to. It does give you the options to insert a photo this way, but if you do it this way, it for some reason only gives you the options to insert it from your photo book or your photo booth app, not just your regular photos. So I'm going to be showing you how to copy and paste it into the photos. It's a lot easier. So as you can see, the student can type their name, or they can type their title of their book report here. They can choose to make how to make these text boxes solid or what colors. They can choose the colors to fill them with. They can choose to have a border. They can choose to have a shadow if they want to. We're going to go ahead and come back up here and choose just no filling. So now we're going to come to the text and we can change the size of the text. So that's right here, or we can come over to label and change it to title. It also gives you options to change the text color. It gives you either these options over here, or you click the color wheel next to it and it comes up with a color wheel, and you can just click and drag your cursor over it and it will give you different colors to choose from. We're going to go ahead and just turn it back to white. You do have to click out of this or else it's going to stay on your screen. Okay. The next thing I'm going to show you is how, if a student wants to have, let's say, bullet point characteristics about a character and a picture of the character. So in order to do this, you would have to choose a blank slide, and that was right here. Then we're gonna, oh, this is gonna get away. Okay. And then we're going to come to text, and it gives you the option of a text box, and we'll just move that text box to wherever you would like. It does offer you measurements. As you can see, that yellow slide came up, or that yellow line came up, and this yellow line comes up here if you wanted to keep it even. So we'll go ahead and just type here. And you can, if you want to know how much room you have, you can also press the enter button, and it will elongate that for you. If you want bullet points, which the students probably need them, you come over here to the right where it says bullets and list, click the drop down, and you can do it lettered by a bullet image or by a type. You can do this. So as you can see, it will just keep going until you're done. Now, if they have a characteristic that they want to put in, they can, or sorry, if they have a picture of the character that they want to put in, they'll have to search that on the internet. So let's say they're talking about Scout from To Kill a Mockingbird. They can go ahead and select any picture, copy it, and then they will come back to, oh, this got in the way again. Then come back to Keynote, put that back up there, and they can just paste that directly into their slide. Same thing, it gives you the options to center it or make it even. You can make it bigger or make it smaller by clicking these box or these arrows or these squares, these white squares. You can move it around freely, unlike on Google Docs or Google Slides or PowerPoint. It does not allow you to move it freely. It makes you like delete text box and things like that. That's not an issue here. So there is that. It also gives you options to give a border around the picture, different image styles over here. You can choose all these. It gives you an option for a shadow or a reflection. It also gives you an option to title it or to caption it. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how to, why does that keep coming in? Now I'm going to show you how to put a recording of yourself directly, of your voice directly onto the PowerPoint. So we're going to move that out of the way. You'll come over here to media, and you will come to record audio, and it comes up with this box right here, and you'll press that record button, and you will just speak, and they will speak until they're done talking about their bullet points. They'll press stop. They can preview it, and then they can insert it, and then they can just move this wherever they want onto their PowerPoint, or I'm sorry, onto their Keynote. And if they can just, and you will just speak, and they will speak. As you can see, it works just like that. Another thing they could do is add in a table. With that, I would suggest doing a blank slide. They have an option for table right here, and it gives you a bunch of different color options for tables and just different styles. And each section is sectioned off. If you want maybe like the same thing in each box, you could say whatever you wanted to do, and then you would come over here, and where this yellow dot is, you would move it all over, and then it automatically puts everything in there. And it still has these all sectioned off. Okay. So now if the student wanted to have, if they needed like a citation page, I would suggest that they use this bullets option, and they just type in their citations. Oh, okay. So they have all that listed, and same thing, they can change all that if they need to. This also gives you the options to animate slides. So we'll come up here to the top right, and we can add an effect. So if we chose confetti, that's how it shows you how it would transition to the next slide. You can speed it up, slow it down. You can do whatever you want with it. So you can also preview it by clicking that, and it shows you so that is how you use Keynote.